style, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. It is not a game, it is not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the paint. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic.
The Carolina Rains have arrived as we are inside a soggy Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. 87 yards, the official distance on the kickoff return. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Right to the air. Here's Murray. And his first look is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So following the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 25. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
That may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters and batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Here's Murray. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. A couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Getting the ball that time was Jeremy Chin. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Murray going to throw. Flush to his right. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
They should give the coverage guys in a stress on that. When they thought he was going deep, ends up throwing inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. Got a man. It's Brown. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. We know that he can get 1st downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the 1st.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field. Things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right.
Oh, Connor loses it, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of the game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yep, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Corral looking to pass, 2nd down. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The Panthers have the 1st. It's a gain of 12.
Tremble earned Carolina's starting job as a rookie, but only had 35 targets as Carolina struggled in the passing game. Both sides are hoping those numbers and the offense as a whole can improve in 2022. Remember, Tommy Tremble spent his time at Notre Dame as a fullback and tight end, really starting to grow into the position.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Panthers are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot. Find a way to win some games and keep moving forward.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Room here to run. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also. Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Not much on that run, Charles. No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. To throw, it's Murray. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down. Murray now on first down. His throw incomplete. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think? And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Murray. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 39. A gain there of 21 yards. You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole. On 1st and 10 is counter. Oh, he bowls over it. Shoves him aside. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you. Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going. A lot of football left to be played. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And they'll get this down to the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Murray a give. This is Connor. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
Second down, it's Henderson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Connor up the middle. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have got it back to within a score. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. They watch the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Corral. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Corral. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And they'll be set up with great field position as this is going to be touchdown right at the 40-yard line. They run behind center and Connor to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Murray now. Looking left side and has got a man. That's Hopkins. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run here with Connor. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from drawing level. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Sets up play action. Rolling to his left. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And I don't think any of us are surprised when we see Matt Corral make throws like this because he earned a reputation out of school for challenging defenses at every opportunity, and he has more than enough arm to do so. Quarterback situation Carolina is a bit murky, and they gambled on his upside, knowing he could be starting games as a rookie.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Right back to Hubbard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Isaiah Simmons, boy, he can move all over the field. And he gets a tackle for loss there.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Now on 2nd and 13, Corral. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Now they're staring at a fourth down as Arizona's defense does its job. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
About time, fellas. Please get it together. We got this.
And Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball. He's past the 30. Down the numbers. There he goes. Past the 20. And he will score. That is a touchdown. No flags on the field as he picks up the missed field goal and takes it coast to coast. Prater on to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Jay Sanders breaking through and blowing that play up in the backfield.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 12, Corral. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try to put some pressure on the defense.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they're just trying to get some momentum going. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Throw 1st and 10. That caught by Tremble. And he's got a 1st down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. The Panthers have the 1st. It's a gain of 12. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Corral on 2nd down. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The Cardinals going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now after the sack, you got Corral and the Panthers here staring at a tough play, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Going for it on 4th down. Corral. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Murray now on 1st down. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And Corral will throw it. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. On third down, here's a run by Hubbard. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Yeah, this is going to be touchdown, but what a gift here. That's going to set the return team up in the red zone already. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On the counter, it's Connor. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Green.
To throw is Murray. And he'll just get rid of it.
But sometimes an incompletion is the right play. He showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing now is Murray. And that will be incomplete.
Had the right idea. They were trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Foreman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play. Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Third down, Corral. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Corral throwing for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. First down, Murray. This will be caught by Brown. No gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and Nowadays, we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Corral. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he's got room. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Fighting through pressure. Buying time to his left. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different.
Touchdown! Tommy Tremble, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers get a bit closer. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took it.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined it.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. Now, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, here's Corral. That's caught. It's Shi Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, you know, in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory. Boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Corral. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. J. Sanders in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing here, Corral. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Corral. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Those INTs all sting when you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. After the turnover, here's Murray. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun to give to Henderson. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Murray. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Xavier Woods with a pick. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now they're deep.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
can't believe what I'm watching.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Here's Corral. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray going to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try to run some clock with Ingram. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On the counter, Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He finds Hopkins complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Cards, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.